Okay, Stephanie Rule. One of the main problems, because they were talking about buying a home, all right? And Rule's saying for people who want to buy a home, yeah, it'd be great to get that $25,000 kicker, only first-time home buyers. But it's not just affording a home. We don't have enough homes in this country. Absolutely right, says Kamala. Rule. And one of the main problems are regulations and rules, strict rules at a local level. How do the feds cut through all that red tape and help the locals solve housing problems? That's actually a good question. How do they? Watch this.
How does the federal government cut through all that red tape and get down to, the suburbs of Pittsburgh and say, we're going to have to build some affordable housing here?
Part of my goal and the plan would be to create 3 million new housing units for rent and for ownership by the end of my first term. It includes also what we must do to cut red tape. You're absolutely right. I know that we have to reduce the red tape and speed up what we need to do around building. Some of the work is going to be through what we do in terms of giving benefits and assistance to state and local governments around transit dollars and looking holistically at the connection between that and housing and looking holistically at the incentives we in the federal government can create for local and state governments to actually engage in planning in a holistic manner that includes prioritizing affordable housing for working people.
Okay. So how are we going to cut through the red tape? It takes far too long. There's too much bureaucracy. I know we have to reduce the red tape and speed up what we need to do around building. And that is going to require working from the federal level with the state and local government. How? How was the question? That's where she should have jumped in, Stephanie. How was the question? Stop redefining the problem. I just laid out the problem. Now you're the one who's supposed to be running with solutions. What are they? The question, madam, was how. And it's going to be different in different places, depending on the needs of that community, the needs of that local government, the needs of that municipality. But working in consultation and coordination and also around incentives that we can create. What the fuck did you just say? I'm sorry, I can't. What is that? That's not a how. There's too much bureaucracy. We have to reduce the red tape. I know I said that. Speed up what we need to do around building. I know that was built into my question. And it's going to require working from the federal level with the state and local governments. I know. How? How? It'll be different in different places, depending on the needs of the community, of the local government, of the local municipality, working in consultation and coordination, and also around incentives that we can create. What? And then, just when you think, she keeps talking, you're like, maybe she saved the best for last. Maybe she's got another tool in her arsenal. Maybe she's got another trick up her sleeve. For example, great, an example, I'll take it. Some of the work is going to be through what we do in terms of giving benefits and assistance to state and local governments. Okay, I'm waiting for it. Great. We're lots of filler, but what? Around transit dollars. What? 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 The transit dollars. That's how she's going to get rid of the red tape stopping home building. Transit dollars. And looking holistically, at the connection between that and housing, and looking holistically, at the incentives we in the federal government can create for local and state governments to actually engage in planning in a holistic manner that includes prioritizing affordable housing for working people. I'm done. I'm out. I've heard enough. I can't. I object on every level I have inside of me to object. If you vote for that as president, then you deserve what you're going to get. I do not deserve it. The people who are going to vote for Trump do not deserve it. It's a calamity how dumb this person is, and that she's been placed in this position by her party, by fiat, without anybody. There are smart people in the Democrat Party. She's just not one of them. They weren't allowed to run either when he was seeking to be renominated or once he got cooed right out of office. They elevated her For all the same DEI nonsense principles, they put her in the vice presidency, not to mention the AG position, probably the Senate position, and certainly the DA position that led to this path in the first place. She's not a smart person. And that is on display every time she sits down for an interview. So